Hello and welcome. My name is Spacemuffin and this is the Void Strategy. So today, guys, I'm going to be giving you the absolute beginner's guide to DC Worlds Collide. You're going to want to watch this video if you are a new player. So before we get started, guys, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are trying to grow the channel and we really appreciate you guys. So let's hop right into the video. So number one, what is DC Worlds Collide? We have to answer that. We kind of talked about this in the previous video, but I want to give you guys a quick overview. So it is a turn-based gacha RPG with DC heroes. Has a lot of tactical gameplay. You have PvE, player versus environment, PvP, alliances, and events. And the main focus of this game is team synergy, not just raw power. So, let's keep that in mind moving forward. So what do you do first in the game? Okay, that's really what everyone needs to understand. So the first thing you need to do is you need to play through the campaign mode to unlock features. So you're going to click here. This is the campaign mode. I've gotten to part 4, and you're going to play through that, and you're going to unlock more features as you play through the game. Now, here's something that a lot of people are not talking about, and that is linking your account to get 1,000 free gems, right? So if you've pre-registered, you'll get all the bonuses, but what people don't talk about is how to get that 1,000 free gems, and you're going to need those gems. So to do that, you're going to click on your profile here on the left-hand corner. You're going to click Settings. You're going to scroll all the way down to account. It's going to be like account settings, and you'll be able to link your account. I've already done it, but the idea is you want to look for link account and or sign in. But if you've already signed in, you've already linked your account and got the 1,000 gems. So do not sleep on that. Get that 1,000 gems by linking your WB account right here. Okay, so link the WB account, and you'll be able to do that. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is, obviously, as I mentioned, claim your pre-registration bonuses. You can do that, obviously, by going to the mailbox here. So you click the mail, and all of your pre-registration bonuses will be there, along with your 1,000 gems if you've linked the account. Now, the next thing you need to do as you progress through this is you're going to want to join an alliance. Okay, so it's super important that you get into an alliance as early as possible. You don't need to join a top tier alliance at this time, but just get into an alliance. So you go to Hall of Justice. So Hall of Justice is going to be right here in the middle, that little star. Click on Hall of Justice, and you're going to be able to join an alliance. We are the Void, capital T, lowercase E-H. Oh, sorry, lowercase the T-H-E. And then Void, V-O-I-D. Join the Void. You're going to get, rewards and raid access. It's really, really good. So the next thing you want to do is obviously use your freely day summon. I've already used mine. You can go down to your mother box. We're going to talk about those a little bit more in depth here, but you want to use your daily stuff. You want to log in daily so you can get those rewards, actually. So for example, you'll have, you go to the event center, right? And you'll have your 7-day login, and you're going to be able to get rewards just by simply logging in, obviously. You don't want to skip this. You want to be able to get Constantine. He's incredibly good, so you want to be able to do that to get those rewards. So let's talk about gems, okay? This is something that I made mistakes on. Everyone I see makes a lot of mistakes on this, okay? Oops, I am getting a text, so let's go ahead and mute my phone. But okay, so one of the things that we want to do, guys, is we don't want to just spend our gems on random pulls. So you want to always, at all times, have your desired pull up. If the desired pull is not up, do not roll. Even though you might have 10,000 gems, you might have a bunch of the things like that. The super encrypted tokens and your encrypted tokens, do not use those unless your desired hero is up. So, for example, I rolled Wonder Woman. That was my first desired hero. I wanted her, and now I have Batman and Poison Ivy. And then you can kind of go down with the heroes that you want. So, you might want to get Green Arrow or Starfire, but just make sure that those are always up when you're rolling. It's very important to do that. So another thing that we have to understand is, there is a refund system. You can get refunds on XP, gold, gear, but not shards. So that's just kind of a note there. But another thing, kind of going with the mother box, and pulling, is you really don't want, and I just want to like make this very clear. This is, you do not want to waste resources, right? On just rare heroes. Okay, so once again, you don't just want to randomly keep pulling. You want to, once again, make sure your desired heroes are up, and make sure it's a hero that you actually want. So I'll kind of give you an example right here. So obviously I don't have any of the super encrypted tokens, and I don't have anything like that. So I can use my 2,000 gems to pull a hero. So let's go ahead and try that right now. And this is some cool stuff here. So yeah, it'll do a cool animation, da 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 da, and it'll show you what you got. You get Batgirl and all this fun stuff. So I didn't really get that many good heroes. Now when obviously you can level up your heroes and stuff like that. So for example, with Batman, we can rank him up by using some hero stuff that we don't want. So we can use Catwoman, and we can click confirm. And then we can use, we can do some of these guys, and this will level up Batman. Now, some of these guys are actually pretty decent, so you don't want to just completely waste. But I just want to, for the purposes of this video, I want to show you guys you can rank up heroes. You don't have to purchase things. We'll kind of get to purchasing things in a little bit, and I'll kind of tell you what to purchase here, maybe in another video. But right now, we're going to kind of focus on that. So, got to figure out what heroes to rank up. Not every heroes are gonna be like super duper. They're not gonna be super duper valuable. So you're not gonna want to invest in every single hero. I'm investing because I'm gonna be doing videos on heroes and things like that. So just don't overspend gems. Now, the other thing you want to do is you want to claim your idle reward. So that's going to be this little treasure chest here in the beginning, or in the middle here. And you can click those, and that'll help you level up your heroes. That'll give you things like that. So, once again, these systems are all in place to kind of help you as a free-to-play player. One of the things that I really love about this game is it is very free-to-play friendly. So focus on about 5 heroes. I'm going to help you guys with the beginning team here in a little bit. But, you just want to kind of focus on heroes. And sometimes, look, one of the heroes that you love the most, like I love the Question, right? But he's one of the worst heroes in the game, right? Like I love him, and I might make a synergy around him, but he's one of the worst heroes in the game. So, everyone's going to tell you to obviously, look, grab Wonder Woman, grab, the most broken heroes. But sometimes you just got to build some teams around heroes that you want, and if you want to be God tier, yes, do that. But some stuff to kind of avoid in the beginning. You're going to get Catwoman, you're going to get Batgirl, and you're going to get King Shark in the beginning. You kind of want to avoid King Shark and Batgirl, or not Batgirl, Catwoman in the beginning. You want to use, obviously, Batman. You're going to get Batman. If you can get your hands on Wonder Woman, great. She's really good for the campaign. Green Arrow is also very good. He's incredibly good if you can get him. Harley Quinn you get for free if you have already done that. But you want to focus on... so I'll kind of show you a really good beginner team in a thing. So... But I kind of want to go back to the heroes a little bit and talk about, you don't want to just max out random heroes, right? You want to have an idea of a synergy build based around one of your top tier heroes. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you top tier builds for Wonder Woman or top tier builds for Batman, and those do work, but you're not going to always have access to those heroes. So, me, I focus on heroes that I know are going to be useful. So Batman, I know he's going to be useful. I'm going to level up him. Right? So you just click level up, and you can't go wrong. Wonder Woman, I know she's going to be useful, so I'm going to level up her. So I'm not just going to max out random heroes, right? Now here's the thing. I don't want you, the other thing is, you look at heroes, I'll give you an example. So you can kind of look at the, Wonder Woman, she is a legendary hero, so that she's signified by gold. Then you have your elite heroes, which are signified by the purple. You have your rare heroes, which are blue, and then you have your uncommons, which are the green ones. Don't discount your elite heroes. You don't. It's not all about the the legendaries. You know, you want to really look at things. So let's look at Cheetah here. You're going to be using Cheetah, so I'll go ahead and level her up real quick. And then we can go ahead and click auto equip right here to give her, oh, I don't have any skills. I don't have any abilities, or not abilities, but equipment for her right now. So let's look at like her skills. Like, do not underestimate, you know, the synergies that she has, right? So she, you know, lets out a predatory roar, increasing progress of the action bar for all her allies by 20%. So that's an insanely good ability, and she's actually really good early on, right? She's incredible early on. So don't ignore that. Don't ignore like things like Cheetah. So you want to play smart. You know, you want to build the synergies. So let's go ahead and build our kind of first team here, and I will kind of show you kind of how we're gonna make this work. So we're gonna click on this, and I'm gonna show you kind of a team that you can focus on. So we're actually gonna go ahead and get rid of Poison Ivy, and we're gonna actually add in Green Arrow. Okay. Now these aren't insanely leveled up heroes. Okay. When you're building out your team, you know, you want to understand that the order and the synergy does matter a lot. So for your front line, you know, you're gonna want Batman, right? And then you're gonna want yeah. So your Batman's gonna be your front line. Mr. Freeze is gonna be your crowd control. Okay. Cheetah is gonna be your support, right? So she has that ability with the action bar. And then you're gonna have then you're gonna have Green Arrow for AOE's and debuffs. And then if you have access to Wonder Woman, great. You know, you can even like do something like that. Actually, as far as ultimates are concerned, I like to put Wonder Woman's ultimate here. Then we're gonna go with kind of in this order, like that. Okay. So you know, I mean, there's probably better synergies, but this has kind of worked for me. And then we're gonna go ahead and click fight, and I'll kind of show you why this is really good. So Wonder Woman immediately gets to pop her ultimate off. And it looks sick. By the way, the animations in this game are amazing. Like this is, the art style is amazing. The animations are amazing. So as you can see, I can pop things super easy. And obviously, I do have my Wonder Woman leveled up. But once again, like we just, you know, we can kind of just keep popping people with these abilities. So this is going to allow you to really get through the campaign very quickly and efficiently. And these heroes, you know, they're going to be able to work with you. You're going to be able to work with these heroes throughout your entire the entire game. Okay, so if you make a couple of mistakes, don't worry too much about it. You know, but you know, you want to make sure you don't make too many mistakes. You know, and that's why taking advantages of the bonuses and things like that are super important. So just some other quick tips here as we kind of go. You can do 3x speed to speed things up. You can have auto ultimate, you know, so you don't have to do all that. Or if you want more control, you can turn the auto ultimate off. But as you can see, I'm kind of just blitzing through the campaign here because I have such an amazing synergy with Mr. Freeze, and then Cheetah does the action bar, her bonus. So literally, you know, we're just kind of waltzing in. Now, the thing about the campaign, though, that's interesting is, once again, you not only do you unlock things, but this allows you, as a free-to-play player, get gems and things like that. And so if you strategically, once again, as we mentioned earlier in the video, if you're strategic with your gems, and you're not just pulling everything, and you're making sure that you have your your desired hero up at all times, then once the desired hero is gone, you stop pulling. You're going to do really well. You're going to do a lot better, and you're going to spend way less resources in the beginning of the game, if that makes any sense. So the key here is, once again, this is resource management, right? Not only, like, I think the difference between this and something like, say, Strike Force is this is an idle game where it does matter what you do idly, right? And the synergies matter on an extreme level, right? So as you can see, we're kind of slowing down here a little bit, but we're still able to really pop off our ults and really do stuff that we need to do to, once again, get through that campaign and get better synergies. Now, there are other mechanics that I'm not mentioning in the game right now. We might mention those in another guide. So, for example, once again, we're unlocking more stuff, bulletins and all this cool stuff. The Superman growth package. You can kind of ignore some of this stuff. My next video, I'm probably going to talk about what to spend your money on and what not to spend your money on. But for now, once again, click on stuff. Do your, this thing. I forgot what it's called. The server event where you can complete this and get the Batmobile. Log in daily. Go to your event center. You can grab just all this fun stuff. And you can do character fusions. Just really take a look at this stuff. And really make sure you have a basic understanding. But the other thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you collect, like I said, your rewards. So this is once again going to allow you to level up your heroes, and it's going to allow you to collect more heroes. And like I said, if you do what you need to do, you're not going to have to really spend that much money on the game. So, one final thing before we leave. So, there are 3 different types of heroes. You'll see, like, right here. Okay, so there's the DPS. So, for example, there's different classes. DPS. So, the DPS are the powerful attackers. They do DPS. They make the victory really key because they deal high damage. Tanks kind of act as the shield. They're always in the front line. And then you have your supports, And now so there's the class system, but then there's the trait system. So, you have mighty, tactical, agile. And this is kind of a rock, paper, scissors synergy that you have here. So, you don't really need to worry about that too much in the beginning. I want you to really worry about understanding the basic principles and the synergies of the game, and really getting into the good habits of collecting the right heroes, right? We can kind of get into the other stuff a little bit later on. So now we can kind of auto-equip with Cheetah, the ability, the stuff that we got from the campaign. And let's go look at the Mother Box situation. We can recruit a legendary hero, so let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully, okay, we got Captain Cold. Not really what we wanted, but okay. And so I don't really want to push it too hard right now, guys. So I know it was a lot of information. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Discord. You can hit up our Discord at thevoid.gg. And once again, go ahead and join our league, The Void. And yeah, we will see you guys in the game. Really appreciate you guys watching the video. And we will see you in the next video.